Hello friend, welcome back to Health Girl. My name is Megan Lynch, and today, as promised, we're going into detail on how to help you get better sleep. So many of us are chronically sleep deprived, stress, work, kids, new puppies. We know we need more sleep, but often it's hard to really know what to do or where to start. Let's do this. Let's get you better sleep. Give yourself enough time to sleep. We know we need somewhere between 6 and 8 hours a day on average, but most of us don't give ourselves enough time. We slam so much into our days. Schedule your sleep just as you schedule your self-care, your workouts, your meetings, your work, time for your kids. Schedule time for your sleep. Practice having a wind down routine, and often I recommend for my students, my coaching clients, 2 hours before you actually have to be in bed, lights out, start your wind down routine. Now hear me out on this. I know that sounds like a lot. Doesn't have to be anything major, but having a consistent routine to bookend your day can be really helpful in helping your brain to know, oh, now I need to start relaxing, and it can infinitely improve your sleep. During that wind down routine, one thing that can be very helpful for people is having perhaps a warm bath or a warm shower, or even something as simple as using a favorite moisturizer that you really like the smell of, to give yourself a little bit of self-care, to give yourself a little bit of body touch to help yourself relax. If you're like me and your brain just is constantly going a million miles an hour, thank you ADHD, one of the great things that I have discovered before bed during my wind down routine is to check my schedule. If I haven't checked my schedule at the end of my work day, I will check my schedule for the next day to make sure I have everything in order. Then I will brain dump. I'll journal. I'll get everything out of my head on a piece of paper in a journal next to my bedside table so that I will leave it in the book at night. I don't have to think about it in the middle of the night, or if worse comes to worse and I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm like, oh, I need to do this thing. I can write it down, get it out of my head. I know it's written down. I'm not going to forget it. I can go back to sleep. Try it. It can help immensely. So often we hear about supplements for sleep like melatonin, and if your doctor approves it, that can be great. And honestly, I would ask you to get your doctor to approve any supplements you take, no matter what. Melatonin can be great, but we can actually build up a resistance to it over time. And so short term, couple of days, maybe even a week, again, with doctor's permission, can be good, can be helpful. Over time, we develop a resistance to it. Things like magnesium can be very, very helpful. A lot of us don't necessarily get enough magnesium in our diet. So ask your doctor if that's something that you could take. People with heart conditions have to be very, very careful with this. Magnesium can be helpful. It is a muscle relaxant. It's also one of the most necessary nutrients that our body actually needs for all of our organ functions. You can also look at things like vitamin D. Again, we all need it. Talk to your doctor about amounts. You take that before bed. It can help you as well. Magnesium and vitamin D work well together. They help each other absorb, and so those are great things as well. It's also good for bone health. Something else that we can look at is something like a probiotic. You can also look at peppermint soft gels or the Serenity Restful Complex from doTERRA. That honestly, the Serenity Restful Complex from doTERRA has been phenomenal at helping. It's been life-changing, honestly, for my sleep, and I will never be without it again. But again, always make sure that you get your doctor's approval, because even natural supplements can interact with medications or health conditions. These supplements can be very, very beneficial though. So definitely talk to them, think about it, look it over. While I am not a fan of cold at all, having your bedroom a little bit cooler than it is during the day can actually be effective at helping you sleep. When your body is warm and covered by blankets, but your head and your face are a little bit cooler, this can actually signal your body to relax and help you with deeper sleep. It doesn't have to be 10 degrees cooler. Even just a couple of degrees cooler at night can be beneficial for your sleep. And it can also help your heating bills. Especially if you live in a city or a place with a lot of light pollution, making sure that your bedroom is dark and cozy is very important. Blinds, blackout curtains, whatever you need to do to make your bedroom nice and dark so that your brain isn't constantly waking up. And this also goes for devices. Your devices emit blue light, and that signals your brain to actually wake up. So in part of that wind down routine that we talked about, turn off your devices. Huge. Less light to your eyes signals more sleep for you. I know essential oils get a lot of a bad rap, but there are some actually scientifically proven essential oils like lavender that can help you calm your brain and your body when used topically, i.e. on your skin, or diffused, again, with some precautions. I also often recommend that my students use some essential oils or something that smells very nice and relaxing for them while they do maybe some restorative yoga or some gentle stretching before bed. We want to make sure in that wind down 2 hours before bed that we don't do major exercise, but light stretching, especially things like restorative yoga, yoga nidra, and when enhanced with essential oils, that gentle, calming scent. Keep in mind that while I love things like lavender or serenity or balance or adaptive from doTERRA, other people are affected beneficially by other essential oils. So for example, my husband prefers lemon and mint before bed. If the traditional scents of lavender kind of make you feel gross, that's okay, and that's actually very common. Try something like lemon or peppermint instead. In this 2-hour wind down period, beginning to turn off devices, lower the volume of your television if you're going to watch television before bed. You're making sure that if like me, you're a video game fan, try not to do exciting video games before bed. I do that sometimes. Lowering the volume, and while you sleep, what has been particularly effective lately, especially with a new puppy, is something called brown noise. You can get this for free on a lot of different soundtrack places. It's a different, lower pitched sound than white noise. It can be a bit too staticky for a lot of people. Brown noise is supposed to be great at calming pets. It's supposed to also be beneficial for ADHD. Now, I don't know about the science to back that up, but I will tell you that in my personal experience, listening to brown noise every single night has helped immensely in blocking out other noises. We have trains that go by in the distance here, anything like that. A lot of these sudden noises, repetitive noises can often disturb our sleep. And so having something to kind of cover that up at a low volume can be very helpful to help your brain relax and not take notice of any of the other sounds that are going on. Brown noise, try it. I think you'll like it. Comfy PJs and linens. They don't have to be expensive. They don't have to be sexy. They just need to be comfortable. And honestly, when you are comfortable, you can relax. Some people prefer to sleep in the buff, and that is fine if that is your prerogative. I am always cold. So I am always wrapped in blankets. I have some really comfy PJs, probably not the sexiest of things, but they're super comfy and they help me to relax and sleep better. Try it. You'll like it. And keep your linens clean. Very important. When we sleep, we slough skin oils get onto our sheets, and then we breathe that. That's going to affect your sleep as well. As a bonus, try not to nap during the day and try to avoid caffeine after 2 p.m. We often hit that 2 p.m. slump and we go, oh, I need a coffee. And look, I love coffee, but if we can minimize it, it'll actually avoid the peaks and troughs that happen when we drink or consume a lot of caffeine. Minimize your caffeine, nothing after 2 p.m. because depending on your metabolism, it may still be in your system. If you have a coffee at 3 o'clock, it may still be in your system by 10 o'clock. Minimize that, but again, not after 2 p.m. And if you're already noticing that you're sensitive, maybe even limited afternoon. If you are getting sleepy in the afternoons and you feel maybe I need a nap or I need a coffee, instead, try going for a walk, snack with protein in it. That can actually help you. A little bit of healthy movement, nothing too strenuous. I mean, getting some fresh air can be really, really helpful in keeping you alert for the rest of the afternoon. Well, my friend, I hope you have found this helpful. I hope you can help yourself get better sleep. Find that beautiful, restful tranquility that you need every single night to help you sleep well and wake up refreshed every single morning and ready to tackle your day. I am Megan Lynch. Thank you so much for joining me on Health Girl. I hope to see you on our website, healthgirl.ca, on our blog, on our Anytime Studio, on our courses. I will see you so soon. Take good care.